Welcome, KP Law News, Arkansas. Arkansas State Police, famous, infamous, whatever, for their deadly and dangerous, very dangerous pit maneuver. That sometimes they'll be doing a pit maneuver at well over 100 miles an hour. The videos are all over YouTube. There's a bunch of channels dedicated just for that purpose, but they seem to like them over there. And state police can do no wrong in their eyes. But this is dangerous, deadly. One day they're going to do a pit maneuver on somebody. You're going to take out an innocent bystanders, innocent family traveling in their car going to Walmart or something. And it's going to be a major, major lawsuit for the state. They're already being sued by a pregnant woman. We're going to cover that in this news story from THV 11 out of Little Rock. They did this a couple months back, but state police still doing the dangerous pit maneuver. So here we go. Here's the story.
Industry of content providers, high speeds, tense moments, dramatic endings, all reasons videos like these get clicks.
Now, here in the Arkansas state, police often use what's called a pit maneuver to end these pursuits. Tonight, THV 11's Rolly Hoyt explores why the use of this specific method is not slowing down.
Nope.
The frightening sound of skidding tires and crunching metal. An Arkansas State Police trooper deliberately flips an SUV after the driver refused to stop after he went to pull her over.
This incident made headlines in 2020, not because of the spectacular crash, but because the driver, a woman pregnant at the time, later sued the trooper. The case wound up in federal court where the state and the woman reached a settlement. 2 years later, law enforcement experts still consider the pit maneuver an important police tool.
Precision immobilization technique, which has actually been around since the 1980s.
Kevin Davis is in the Law Enforcement Hall of Fame. 4 decades of experience from concert crowd security to running a SWAT team. His life now is all about training cops on how and when to use force, including using vehicles to stop and catch suspects.
PIT is a specific technique that is a trained technique wherein the officer intentionally collides with the subject vehicle, forcing a spin out.
Arkansas troopers receive advanced training, and the agency policy about vehicle pursuits reflects that. But before and after the controversial 2020 case, if a trooper concludes reasonably and objectively that stopping a chase protects people, they can execute a pit.
I attempted to pit him before he got into town.
So how often do they actually do this? Looking at data from state police, they engaged in an average of 482 pursuits a year from 2018 through 2021. Troopers used a pit maneuver to stop a chase an average of 108 times. That equals about 2 a week. 3 suspects died, 204 others were injured, 43 troopers and 38 civilians were also hurt. Davis says a properly trained officer in a properly equipped vehicle can pit a suspect with a high degree of certainty and safety. But there's an important factor when making that decision.
Normally, the pit maneuver is not done at speeds in excess of 35 miles per hour.
BS. I'm calling BS on that one. That's a lie. Most of them are well over 35 miles an hour.
Hands up! Hands up! Normally. But then there are chases like this.
Oh, this is ridiculous here. This is very, very dangerous and unsafe what they did.
September 15th, 2022. Arkansas State Police Trooper Joseph Killian is alerted to an allegedly armed man barreling down I-40 toward North Little Rock at more than 100 miles an hour.
42 Little Rock. I'm 1037 with them.
The suspect truck swerving across all the lanes and shoulders while weaving through one of the busiest interchanges in the state, just before rush hour.
We'll be inside lanes, speeds over 110.
After 5 minutes, another trooper in the pursuit makes the call.
71 secondary, I got the radio. Just drive 40. When you get a chance, we get past this traffic. Pity.
Look at the traffic. Wow.
Trooper Killian executes a pit, sending the suspect's truck into the median, parts flying. The trooper careens in front of oncoming traffic.
Pit, pit, pit.
All of this happening well above 35 miles an hour. So how can this be allowed?
And what we do is we balance the person's right to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures with the government's countervailing interest to taking action or seizing the person.
We asked the new state police commander, Colonel Mike Hager, to explain.
That
He
was
couldn't meet us in
ridiculous.
person, but sent us a statement saying partially, the agency is intentional in training troopers to make these calls. State police prioritize 3 factors once a chase is on. Reduce the risk of serious injury, 1, to the innocent members of the public, 2, law enforcement involved, and then 3, the suspect trying to get away. And because they are trained, the option is available even at high speeds.
And if their perceptions are that this subject poses a risk of death or serious bodily harm to the innocent public, then, whether it's the use of a firearm or a pit maneuver or ramming, it can be used.
State police say troopers know the risks. Davis wonders if more criminals knew how a chase could end, they would think twice.
And the funny thing is that giving up in today's society, you're probably going to get low or reduced bail and get out. So the risks that you present to the innocent citizens out there, because you want to get away, is certainly substantial.
In Little Rock, Rolly Hoyt, THV 11 News.
Now, the suspect in that September chase, David Barber, is due in court next month on charges of terroristic threatening and fleeing, and both of those are felonies.
Now, training how to do pit maneuvers is expensive, and Davis says most local law enforcement agencies can't afford it.
But state police tell us that troopers get 76 hours of special training as recruits and then 8 to 16 hours annually during what they call in-service training.
Yep, that's it. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, they're right. The small agencies can't afford that training. That's why the story I did a while back about the Cabot police chasing old Jeannie there. They called in the state police, and he ended up coming around pitting her out, putting her in the ditch. So, man, it's crazy. I don't know, man. I know you shouldn't run from the cops, but man, when you got these cops chasing you at high speeds, of course the driver's going to try to get away. And then they do the pit maneuver. You seen all that traffic there? That's a busy traffic area at rush hour also. And they do a pit maneuver. Take that truck out. That truck could have hit somebody, and man, state trooper could have hit somebody. And it was just a miracle none of that happened. But it's crazy, man. Crazy stuff. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. In my opinion, it's dangerous. Very dangerous. It's going to take them killing a family, like I said earlier, family of 4 or 5 in a van or something, going to church, Sunday school, and it's going to be a major, big deal, big, major lawsuit for the state of Arkansas. And they're spending all that tax money on them cars getting beat up, all that training to do all that. Is it really worth it? I don't know. But this will be an ongoing thing, I guess, because doesn't sound like Arkansas State Police is going to stop doing the dangerous pit maneuver. So let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this situation. And yeah, so that's it. Appreciate everybody watching. Everybody have a good day. KP Law News Arkansas out.